Whoa, hello there my friends and family, and welcome to this journey here in Bangkok, Thailand. As this is actually my second visit. The last time it was 2019 before COVID. So Thailand is actually one of my favorite countries to visit. It's very large, so it's taken me a lot of time to actually get around and try to explore every place. So very excited to come back here. I have a quest. I call it the quest of searching for the Bangkok Dragon. Yes, there is a dragon here in Bangkok. But Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. And I'm located right now, hopefully you can still hear me, it's a bit windy. But I'm located here, it looks like to be, I'm not gonna bother pronouncing it, I'm probably gonna ruin its name. But this is like the administrative, also like the political quarters district of Thailand. As I just right here on the right side, this is the Imperial Palace. Thailand is still influenced by a monarch, although they still have like a government that is democratic. But I'm very excited to go on this journey. We're going to be checking out, getting prepared, and checking these locations. There's just some B-roll of some places of highlights of Bangkok. And then also go be checking out some stores, because if you ever go on an RPG quest, you need to have gear. You need to get pots. I'm not talking about potions. You need to get some food that gives you buffs. Now, I'm not talking about this, but it does help you increase it. You need to get armor, new weaponry, especially when you're going to be meeting a legendary dragon. And I don't know if I'm going to be confronting the dragon and having a fight, or I'm just going to be meeting the dragon. Because dragons protect treasure, and I will tell you all the history about the dragons here in Thailand. All right, now it's a bit noisy, so I'm probably gonna have to redo this video, but hopefully we'll see. All right, let's get on this journey. Bangkok Dragon. So just on this other side is where the chief of all monks lives. It's a giant Wat, a temple. I'll just get some B-roll because I'm really not interested in going in there right now. I don't have the time, but just gonna show y'all. Look at those fine detailed lines of the facade, or whatever you call it. You can make fun of me online because it's the internet and people can say whatever they want, but I appreciate those intricacies and details. And that's just the entrance. Look at that. Look, they're protected by guards. See? I don't know whether they have to be white, but they're protected by guards. What I appreciate about it is that in America we don't have this cultural fine detail and architecture like a lot of the countries here in Southeast Asia have. And you can see in Thailand, like they have these jagged edged along of their temples right there. Look at that. That's beautiful. Amount of detail that's involved. We don't have that in the US. We have that modern, contemporary, boring, blocky style. It's not my thing. It might be for other people. But yeah, that's the chief monk's temple right there. All right, moving on. So believe it or not, interesting fact about this spot, this is a giant swing. In Hindu traditional culture here in Thailand, and also following on with Buddhism, they both believed in order to be able to get into heaven, there's a possible chance you could just use a swing. So they used to swing back and forth to to try to get to heaven. It became a cultural tradition throughout generations. No one no longer does that or believes that, but it's actually pretty cool.
But if I were you, then I'd be thinking twice. Yeah, I'd take my advice.
Oh yeah, I need a second bowl, and I'm gonna try. That was goat, so I'm gonna try the beef now. All right, I need to have the stamina to confront this dragon. This is Gao Lo stew now. The first one was the goat. Now I have just the beef. So let's dig in and try this out. I have high hopes. I can already smell it. It's beautiful. With a mixture of hibiscus drink. Oh my gosh, that's absolute flavor. Aloy, aloy. If I'm going to face off with the legendary dragon, I had to eat from this legendary restaurant. Very close to this busy street, so it's not that hard to miss. Very iconic. You'll see the whole bowl. But this family's ancient recipe, it's called like the hunter stew, perpetual stew. And they've been keeping it simmered in the same broth for over about 45, 50 years is what I've been hearing. They've been in business for 60. Perhaps this test of endurance of this broth is what will give me the same strength I need, that stamina boost to face off with the legendary Bangkok Dragon. All right, so now I'm so full. I've had 2 bowls and 2 hibiscus drinks. This place makes me want to come back or stay in Bangkok. You need to trust it. That place, you need to go to Wattana Panich. Wattana Panich, all right? Hopefully you're able to hear everything I had to say there. But now I must head off to another market to continue buying some legendary items. More legendary items. Here we go. I need to walk this off. Woo!
You gon' run me to the ground and you know it. And so I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that.
So traditionally, a lot of Thai people believe in these outside forces, right? Like the spiritual world, Buddhism, mysticism. One of those traditions of believing in talismans. So I'm currently going to be walking through a market where they sell a bunch of talismans, which I will need.
Everything you do is for you and you show it. You can't lie about that. You can't lie about that. When the darkness turns to red, you'll be stuck inside my head. When the night comes to an end, you're gonna run me to my grave. You're gonna run me to my
So when it comes to items like this, you gotta be very careful and you gotta feel exactly what's bringing you in. If it talks to you, if it attaches with you. Because sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's also not meant for you. Other times it will help you in your journey. So I'm being very specific on what I'm picking out here because I will need it for my confrontation, my meeting with the legendary dragon. So we'll see what's out here. Alright, so I secured a couple amulets and trinkets to protect me on this quest to find the Bangkok Dragon. Hello, hello. Sorry. Excuse me about that. So I'm feeling parched. I'm gonna go get something to drink before we move on to the rest of this journey. Let's go and see some cool places. All right, so let's go. You see that right there? I've never seen one in person. That's my first time seeing a Lamborghini off-roading SUV. That thing is a beast. I was curious about how much it'll look like. I mean, how much it'll cost and what it'll look like. It's pretty cool to see in person.
I surrender to you. I surrender to you. I surrender to you. Oh, now my heart. I surrender to you.
Are you hungry for some crocodile? I tell you what, this quest has definitely gotten me very hungry, and I nearly forgot to eat while I'm out here buying amulets and talismans to ward off evil and provide protection, to buy me some new armor, new weapon. It's got me pretty tired. So looking at all this delicious food, everybody say ooh, ah.